Hey everyone, welcome to Sanketik live classes. Today in this session, we will learn a very important concept, that is using functions and return values inside Pytest test cases. Using functions and return values inside Pytest test cases. Let me write it. So here today's session is about functions and return values. Values inside Pytest test cases. Okay, so here we underline it. This concept is widely used in real-time automation frameworks. So till now we wrote logic directly inside test cases, but in real-time automation projects, we should avoid writing the same logic again and again. Okay, we should avoid writing the same logic again and again. That's why functions are very important for the real-time automation. So functions may help us to write the logic once, uh, reuse it multiple times, and keep automation code clean. If you write the code again and again, it will become a messy. So we can't understood also. So in order to keep automation code clean, then we can use the functions. Okay, and also using return, we can send results back to test case for validation. After writing the script, then we need to give it for the validation, right? So we need to validate that one. For that also, it will become very useful. So how we are going to use functions? Okay, let me start writing the code. So here I'm writing. First, I'm defining a function for this. Define of add underscore numbers. I will explain you after writing the code. Okay, sorry, numbers a comma b. Next, return a b. Next, we take one more line space def. Again, I'm going to define a function called test. What we are going to test here? Addition. We are testing the addition function. Okay, addition result equal to add underscore numbers. So here I'm going to give the numbers. Okay, 2 comma 3. Next, we are going to use assertions for this to validate the result. Okay. Last time we discussed in the last class we have also discussed about the assertions or what is the use of assertions, right? If you want to know more about assertions, then please refer our previous class. Result. Okay, equal to 5. So If it is true, then that test case will be passed, or else it will become fail. Okay. So here I had given add underscore numbers, right? Add underscore number. So this is the function. Next, and A and B are the inputs here. A and B are the inputs. Return, where we return here, here we have also used the return. So return sends the result back. Okay, returns will send the results back. Inside the test case, we call the function. So this is the function, and store the return value. Whatever it is going to return, then it will store. Next, validate it using assertions. So here we are using the assertions, right? These assertions will use to validate the function, okay, whether it is correct or not. So here, let me test this code. So for in our first, I am saying here expand also. We had the path of the code is here. So here, from here, I am going to open the command prompt to validate that one. Now here I am going to give Pytest. One second. See here. Uh, First, what am I going to clear, and I will try here. So, replace. See here. This case is positive. Okay. Why? Because see what we written here. 2, 3. 2 plus 3 equal to 5. So test case will become pass. If it's not correct, then test case will become fail. Okay. So where we are using this kind of functions in real-time automation, as we are learning this for automation testing, right? So where it will be useful in real-time automation is in real-time automation frameworks, functions are used everywhere. Okay, for example, where particularly these functions are will be useful, useful, right? So here a log for login functionality, launching the browser, clicking buttons, entering text. So we are having different kinds of use advantages by using the functions in real-time automation. Okay. Next, instead of writing the same code repeatedly, companies create reusable functions. If you want to test the login functionality, and then we can write the function once. But if you want, if the page or if the web page having so many, so many login functionalities, then we used to give the same kind of code. No need to rewrite everything. Okay. And later the same concept become very important in page object model as well. So it is not only useful here, but also it will be useful in page object model frameworks. Okay, so let me write the running nodes for this. So today's concept we have written here is, okay, functions. So first thing I want to write here is functions are. If you have any doubts, please feel free to comment below. Functions are used to reuse logic. Reuse logic. So say I want to mention the syntax, the code here. So syntax here is whatever we wrote here, we will write the same thing. Okay. So here I am going to explain this. So here return, yeah. So return sends result back. result back to caller. Okay, doesn't sense result back to caller. Next, usage. So how to it will become useful is, so it will avoid code repetition, avoids code repetition. Second thing, improves readability. It improves readability. Next, real-time usage, where we are using this kind of scenarios. I mean, this kind of function is real-time usage. First one is login functionality, login functions. Second thing, browser launch functions. Third one, reusable automation methods. Reusable automation methods. Okay. Next. So important thing here we have to remember is test case. Test case validates returned value using assign. And using alert. Using asset. Okay. So real time is where we are using this one is for the login functions. I already I had explained the code initially. So real time way now I'm going to explain where it will be useful in real time automation. So it will become useful in login functions, browser launch functions, and next, reusable for automation methods. So most important thing is test case validates return value using asset. Okay. So whatever we give the, I mean, we written the test, we wrote the test case, it has to validate whether it is pass or fail. So for validating those test cases, we are using asset. Okay. Uh, Functions and return values are very important for writing reusable automation code. Okay. In the next class, we will improve this further using multiple inputs and better function uses. In the next class, we will improve this further using multiple inputs and better functions uses. So practice today's example carefully and continue learning step by step. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And please feel free to comment below for your doubts. Thanks for watching. See you in next class. See you in next class.